Hi everyone, welcome to today's video where I'm going to be sharing with you the top 8 skills that you would need before you actually move to China. These are actually skills that you need to learn. I mean, whether you're actually planning to study, whether you're planning to do business or work, or maybe you're actually planning to move in here and live in China, mastering these skills will actually save you a ton of time and it's just make your life easy. I mean, it's make your life easier when you're coming to China. So moving abroad, especially in a country that it's so unique and the technology is fast and paced as China, can be actually a big culture shock. When I was coming here, nobody actually prepared me for some of these things. So I always like the fact that I get to do some of this video. But I'm telling you, these essential skills, it's to make you to feel more confident and you'll be more ready to face any kind of challenge. Most of my clients have reached out to me to help them when they were coming to China. After I helped them get admission and they were coming to China, these were things that I had to let them know and I prepared them for. So this is very, very, very important. Okay. So if you want us to help you to apply for business, or maybe you are looking for how to come to China through the study route and you want to apply for CSC. CSC is actually like the Chinese government scholarship. You can always reach out to me. You can check our website, omatravels.com. Or if you want us to just teach you how to get a job in China, this is also something that I can help you with. I've gotten like 2 jobs. I've been working for some time before I finally like left and resigned my job. So this is something that I can actually help you with. Okay, so let's just dive into the skills and tips that's going to help you. And the most important one, like this is number one. This is number one, and this is what learning Mandarin language skills. Okay. So those of you that don't know what Mandarin is, let's just like start. I'm gonna like teach you like every step that you need to help you in learning language. Okay, so 8 skills, 8 important skills for this year. Those of you that are planning to come to China this year or probably next year, a lot of you guys will probably be graduating around December. So, or some people will even be graduating November, depending, and then some already gotten admission. So if you're planning to call me this year or next year, these are skills that I feel like just prepare, just prepare your mind. Okay. So embarking on a journey of discovery and growth in China, um, it's very, very good. China is actually an amazing country. I'm not even going to lie. And this skills is going to help you to master the success that you need to enrich your experience and also to embrace the culture. Okay. So remember that the culture is also very, very important. So let's talk about the cultural awareness. Okay. So try to understand the culture awareness. This is very, very important because it help you learn the tradition, their values, everything. Basically, you don't need to know everything, but just know a little in anything that you're going to learn. Like the food, just know a little. Just know at least 4 or 5 Chinese food, or just know their value. This will help you to be able to interact with them. When you meet them, they ask you, "Oh, what's your favorite food?" You can be able to say them, "Oh, I like noodles. Oh, I like this." So it's good for you to have like this kind of basics. Okay. So let's talk about Mandarin. Guys, learning Mandarin isn't just about speaking the language, or it's not just about that. It's about connecting with the people and trying to show respect for their culture. I mean, like cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, I mean, they have people who speak English. I mean, in Beijing, when you enter the buses, I mean, they have like the people that speak Chinese and then they'll translate it to English, right? But it's still limited. You still need to try your best to improve your language, your daily, day to day speaking with the locals. Okay. So you can start with something like ni hao, that's like hello. In China, you can start with Dushatian. Dushatian is how much? How much is this? Let's say now you come to China, you want to buy something, you can just ask, oh, Dushatian. I feel like that was like the first thing I learned for me, apart from Ni Hao. I also learned Dushatian. So you want to try to master some of the basic Mandarin. It will just help you to be able to order food, for you to be able to connect with the locals. And I'm telling you, these things are easy. Oh. I know you may say, oh, but this Chinese language is very, very difficult. Yes, it's actually difficult, but when you put your mind to learning it and just learning the one you can learn, sha, I mean, that's the most important thing. It's just made them, they'll just like you. If you just speak their language, sometimes you just see them smiling, like automatically they just become your friend. Do you understand? Even yes, 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 is like thank you in Chinese. So being able to ask basic question also and even understand the numbers, you can also like learn numbers. This will help you when you're buying like food, when you're shopping, trying to get like direction or something like that. You can also learn direction, you can learn food. Just know that anything that is important to you for day to day, you just need to learn so that you can be able to um you can be able to communicate with the Chinese. I recommend apps like Hello Chinese or Pleco. I also recommend like Baidu Translate. Till now, I still use Baidu Translate if I do not understand the language. It doesn't mean as if no all this app is perfect. Sometimes you translate the app and then you speak it to the locals and they'll be looking at you like, oh, what did you just say? Because I mean, it doesn't sound the same with what they normally would say. So this is very, very important. Okay. So yeah, you can check the Playco, you can check Baidu app and learn Chinese. Okay. You can also learn Chinese on YouTube. To be honest, there are a lot of YouTube videos that they will even show you some of the basic Chinese. You can learn that. You can start with HSK1 because Chinese you have HSK1, 2, 3 to around like 6. So you can start with HSK1, 2, as in not that you write the exam, just learn it, okay? Because I actually remember one of my friends, like she did not really know how to speak Mandarin, and when she came, she was just like, you know what, I need to have like a Chinese friend that can help me to order things online because that one she likes to be buying so many things online, and sometimes she'll not be able to understand some of those Chinese things. So she was like, I need Chinese friend that will help me to buy things online because learning the basics is it will really really help you to save you from so many things. So I feel like the number one skill that I always advise people before they come to China is to learn how to speak the Mandarin. Okay, so you also need to know how to um you need to know how to be able to adapt. I mean, when you're coming to a new environment, you are actually leaving home, okay? You're living far away from home and adapting to a new place. It's not really easy. I'm not even going to lie to you because I remember when I came, I'm not even the traveling type. I'm not the traveling type, but I'm always the kind of person that like to stay indoors. I'm the kind of person that like to stay at home. So I remember when I was coming to China, it was very, very difficult for me. So understanding like some of this Chinese etiquette is very, very crucial. It shows that you have respect for them. Also knowing how to like invite people, also knowing how to like bring gifts. I mean, just maybe like fruits. These people they really like gifts, even if they might not take your gift, but it just shows that you are polite, I think. And also that you just need to learn some basic things and how to like relate with these people even though you maybe some a lot of people will say, "Oh, I don't like this, I don't like that." So many people say, "I don't like the way these people smell, I don't like this." They say a lot of things because they are still comparing them with their people back home. Do you understand? You need to understand that when you're moving to a new country, you are meeting new people. They have their own kind of live, they have their own kind of life, they have their own kind of everything is just different from you. So you just need to understand how to embrace it and as in it's not like you want to come and change it for them. This is their culture. So this skill is very, very important. It makes you to be able to be positive. It makes you to be able to just have this kind of, okay, I'm coming here to learn. I'm coming here to a new environment. I want to know more about them. I want to learn, rather than you coming with a negative attitude because you are feeling as if, no, you are coming to a place where you're expecting them to behave like your people back home. So you need to know how to, like, you know, you need to know how to, like, um learn this skill. Okay, this is very, very important because I know so many new students or so many new people when they come to China, because it's not like, it's not like how their home is. They start comparing, they start saying negative things about the country, and the only reason why they say all these negative things is probably because they don't even know the language, or because they don't know anything about them. So I think if you know a lot about the Chinese people, I mean, you will not get angry over some things, trust me. And even if you get angry over some things, you'll be able to get over it very, very quickly. For me, I think when I was a student, I missed a lot with some Chinese people, and my teachers. They were so really good, they were so nice, and I think it's because they were trained to be nice. The Chinese teachers and the students, they're actually trained to be nice or to just be reserved. But to be honest, when you actually leave school environment and you go into the, like, work environment, or you go into living with the Chinese gongo, because when you leave school, you will not even see internationals. Trust me. But I remember when I was working, it's I for a whole 2 months, I won't even see one international. Sometimes I would just be going out expecting to see someone, and I would not see any international. I would not see any black or white person, all Chinese. So I had to teach myself, and I started learning how to, like, understand these people. In short, around that period, I was always very frustrated. I was always very, very angry, because I'm like, oh my God, I always like Chinese people. I always like China. I mean, why am I coming out of school and I'm meeting these people and I don't like the way they treat me? Because let me tell you, the way they treat you in school and the way they treat you outside China is a total different thing. Because I mean, the people in school are trained to be able to accommodate internationals, but the people outside the school, nah, they have serious hate for internationals. I'm not gonna lie, but I actually understand them, because I mean, I put myself in their shoes. If I was also like in Nigeria, and then one foreigner is coming to my country to get opportunities from my country, like, I mean, I will also feel a certain way. So kind of, I think that's what makes me to understand them. So yeah, let's go to the next one, which is like building networking with the locals. Try to build like network in China. I mean, to help you, because sometimes some of these opportunities I used to get, it's not by application. Sometimes it's by who you know. So they're actually experts on WeChat. There are some agents that you can always find. You can even join some of all these international communities which are on WeChat. You can find them on WeChat. Some of the people I've been able to meet help me to produce my song, help me to produce my music video, is because of the international community I joined, like on WeChat. And then you're able to see other people who are posting their content. People are always posting, and then you can even get inspired. Do you understand? So try to join like some of these things. It's a great way to meet people. It's a great way, and you can always even try some apps. There's some friendly apps in China. You can also join those things. Hello, I think Hello something. It's also an app. I think there are a lot of people there. Just look for a way to network. Okay. Also, like on National Day, this is actually perfect time for you to be able to meet new people. I worked in school, right? And because of this, it helped me to, practice my Mandarin also, because I was always going around, and when I'm also teaching, it helped me to just practice my Chinese. And I remember those times when I was working, because I always used to feel alone, because I used to share my room with some Chinese other students that were working with me. So sometimes I would just dress up, go out. I just go to anywhere because I'm literally the only one there. So I just go to anywhere, and it just helped me to be able to know a lot of people, practice my Chinese, because I mean, you just have to learn that Chinese if you're the kind of person that go out a lot. I even remember like just the fact that I had the contact of someone who was also a YouTuber, in that particular area, and it helped me to be able to even get some more contacts. I mean, it helped me to get some more contact with someone who would make my hair, little things like that. Somebody who would show me where the church is. I remember, like, I was able to go to church. So you see, if you're not able to network or find people around your area, if you are not in school, I mean, if you are in school, I mean, it's easy to meet other internationals. But if you're not in school and you're outside school, it's not so easy. You need to have like a way you join some of this WeChat group or community or anything like that. So this is something I'll just tell you. I remember, like, just the fact that I knew that girl, that she posted that, oh, she came to Shenyang, and she came to Shenyang in Shenyang, China or something like that. It just made me, I started looking for her on WeChat. I started looking for her on YouTube or on Instagram, messaged her. I asked her, please give me contact of someone who will make my hair, this, my dear. And then when I went to make my hair, this person who made my hair for me gave me contact of church or where I'll go to church. So you see, like, trust me, that networking thing, it's very, very important. You don't want to come abroad and just be like living all by yourself. So effective networking can actually lead to like a lifelong friendship and adventure. Okay. So let's go to like the problem solving skill. So you want to try to develop like problem solving skill. Like, I used to tell people something, that life is all about like series of problems, series of challenges. And one thing that you need to teach yourself is how to solve your problems quickly. Because a lot of people just feel as if, no, if they are like living life, that everything should just go on fine for them. And I even think, I know if I say this, a lot of people say, Mama, don't say things like this. But I mean, like, a lot of people go to church because they want their problems to be solved. Is it not true? And I used to tell people that as much as God will solve your problem, He has also given you the ability to actually solve your problems, especially even the money problem that a lot of people used to face. I feel like, yes, having money is very, very important, but you also need to also teach yourself how to make money, how to work hard. The Bible says, "Hear thou a man diligent." I mean, it works with everybody. If you are diligent in whatever you do, if you work hard in whatever you do, you will prosper. There is nobody who is successful today that maybe they are not success. They don't know their craft. I mean, they know their craft inside out. So trust me, you're going to prosper if you try your best to do the best that you can do. So I just tell people that try as much as possible to have like this whole problem solving kind of skill, especially when you're living abroad or by yourself. This is very, very important. So yeah, I hope that helps. Okay. So whether you are navigating like the public transport or dealing with like the language barrier or being resourceful with making your journey smoother, having the problem solving skill will empower you to tackle challenges head on. So let me even talk about like this transport thing, because I just like remember the transport thing. See, let me tell you. Okay, maybe I'll talk about it later, but let me just say a little about this transport thing. I really, really like the whole transportation in China, as the fact that everything is just so easy. I just like it. China have like this public transportation that is so easy, that is so cool, it's user friendly, it's also very, very cheap. I mean, very, very cheap. And compared to a lot of other countries, a lot of people used to complain about transportation. I remember my friend, she even told me that when she was in USA, she had to buy a car. But I mean, if you are coming to China, like, transportation is actually really cool. That's another thing I just wanted to like leave out there. So let's look at the culinary exploration. Okay, so you want to know how to dive into the Chinese food. I love food, guys. So you want to be able to understand food culture, trying how the local dish using the chopsticks. Some of you that don't even know how to use the chopsticks. This will allow you to appreciate their history, to appreciate everything about their meal. I remember like this Chinese class I'm taking now, and they're actually teaching us everything about like tea. They're teaching us tea. Remember, I was like, why are these people teaching us tea? But then I went to do my research about the whole tea, and I realized, oh my god, tea. It's almost as if no tea really started in China. I don't know if I'm just saying, but I mean, I could. They were even saying, showing us the price of tea, and it was so expensive. So it's very very important for you to understand some of these things, right? I mean, when you're dining with some of your Chinese friends, I mean, you're telling them your favorite food, telling them some things that you know about their food. I mean, they'll be so happy. It's to even make them like, as in, they'll be so open to you. They'll just like you because in their mind, they're like, okay, this person is actually interested in us, interested in our food, interested in everything that we're doing. So it's just going to make them just easily like you. Guys, I don't know, the way I'm going there, I might do more than 8 kilo. So you're gonna try to respect nature. So embrace their kind of environment. China is very, very, very cold. And that's another thing you need to think about, how to embrace all those things, how to embrace the cold, the heat. Hey, when during summer, it is hot. During winter, it is cold. So you ought to know how to like embrace these things. You want to know how to travel, respect the environment, the wildlife. I mean, this skill only protects, will not only just protect nature, but also ensure the future generation can enjoy the beauty of China. You don't want to come to China and destroy their nature, please, please protect their nature. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like I love the fact that when people come into a new environment, they can be able to just adapt. I remember one of the students that came to China, and he got even a fully funded scholarship and had to go back home because of why he could not adapt to the culture in China. He could not adapt to the nature in China, the cold in China. A lot of people used to complain about Canada, but I tell them, have you been to China? Have you been to China? China is very, very cold though. I mean, where did the COVID start from? China. So the COVID started from China, right? So it does even make you realize that China is very, very cold. Okay, so let's continue. Time management. So it's very important for you to be able to manage time. This is very, very crucial. I mean, plan your time wisely. These people, they really respect time, and this is the skill that I feel like a lot of internationals, they do not have. Trust me, a lot of internationals do not have this skill. I'm telling you, even me, I think even up till now, I still struggle with that because these people, if you don't respect their time, they kind of feel like you do not like them or you do not respect them because time, it's not African time or Nigerians. You know how we used to do it, say African time, they tell you come by 8, you now come by 8:30. In short, this school I'm in now, when they want us to come by, maybe they want us to come by 8:30, they will tell us, oh, the program starts by 8. I noticed them that they did that thing. I remember like even recently, I don't know if you guys watched my recent video that I posted on YouTube talking about how I went for this Nobel Prize winner, this thing. The program started by 9. Do you understand? They even told the Chinese people that the program started by 9. But you know, for us, the time they told us we should come, they told us to come by 8:30. That's let you know that these people, they really value time, and they realize that internationals, we do not respect time. Even me, when I used to go to work, these people will say we're leaving by 2. In short, by 1:30, 1:40, they're already there by the gate. The principal is already there by the gate waiting to pick me. And me, I'll still be strolling by 2 out of my dormitory. The moment is 2, the way they used to call me that I should come, eh. So let me just tell you, if there's one skill you need to teach yourself, is time management, because these people, they love when they tell you come by 8, come by 8. Do not waste time and be, nah, don't do that rubbish. So those of you Nigerians, especially Africans, this is something we do a lot. So I feel like you just need to teach yourself about this. Time management is very, very important to these people. Okay. So let's talk about technology. This is actually one of my favorites because technology is so, as in the technology in China is so good. Some of you who are following me on Instagram at Oma Travels, you see I'm always posting a lot of content about China there. So if you're not following me on that platform, go and follow me there. You see me posting uh, short videos about China and everything. So the technology can actually enhance your travel experience, because there are so many beautiful places in China that some of you don't even know about. I mean, you can actually use apps to navigate this, and that's why I even like the technology, because it helps you to stay connected throughout your journey. It makes everything easy. I think now we are like in a digital age. For those of you that don't know, uh, I feel like China has gone way, way, way above above what China. They are not playing. No, they don't even. I don't know. Before I used to say that they are competing with the US, but right now I don't even know again who they are competing with. But the technology in China is so good. Even now, sometimes we just order everything, like food, anything that you want to do, like food, anything though, you can order everything online. Everything is so easy. Technology here is top notch. I hope when I come back to Nigeria like this, I'll just be able to adapt, because I mean I've been here for so long, and even going for, even doing anything you do online, maybe you want to order your flight, do online, everything you do online. We are literally lazy in this country. We're literally lazy. And guys, I'll even be talking about like some of the basic app I think you need, and maybe even just talking about VPN. I think this is very, very important. What do you guys think? Let me know if you guys want me to talk about this. Let's talk about like, okay, like basic app, okay, that you need. Okay, China is actually very, very strict. So in order to access something like this YouTube now, or Google or Instagram, you need a VPN. Yeah, you need a, even TikTok. I can't even access TikTok. You guys, I'm not on TikTok, because we kind of have our own TikTok here in China. So all some of these apps that you guys use, we can't access them. So most of these websites, you need VPN to be able to access them. So some of the apps that we use in China is like WeChat. We use the WeChat. It's almost like WhatsApp in China. And we use Baidu Translate. So Baidu is like Google for China. And we also use like Playco, which I've talked about for maybe language learning and everything. But I think I use the Baidu Translate most of the time. So you can always download the Baidu Translate if you want to improve your Mandarin, or you want to practice your Chinese. I feel like the Baidu Translate will really, really help. Yeah, it will really, really help. And some of the payments we do, we use WeChat to do some payments. We use Alipay, So like, I mean, there are so many things that you can actually do, that we actually do online. Okay, so try to be like the social media savvy. Being a social media savvy allows you to be able to document your adventure, engage with fellow people. Like I told you guys, when I moved to a new city that I did not know anybody, just because I'm a YouTuber and I know a YouTuber who had posted about that place, I was able to reach out to her for her to give me like contact of some people or some things I needed to do. So if you are like into social media now, you'll be able to make a lot of friends. Like literally, someone like me now, I do my business online. I make money online. I literally like make money on, like, now as I'm streaming, as I'm doing this video now, a lot of people will go to my website, right? And they also like ask for our services. They pay me or help me for business visa and all those things. So I mean, like, being a social media savvy has really, really helped me. So many people think that I came to China and that's when I came on social media. No, if you go to my video, you see that I've always been on social media. Like, I've always been on social media. I didn't come to China and start showing that, hey, I'm in social media. No, I've always been a social media girl. Okay, and it really, really helped me to make a lot of Chinese friends. I mean, being on social media made me have friends that sometimes I'll just have this Chinese friend that'll just come to me and say, take my bike for free, take my this, take my that will buy me stuffs. So I've made a lot of friends just because I'm actually on social media, and I used to showcase the beauty of China. And these skills help me to create lasting memories, and it also helped me to create connections. I remember like just when one of the teacher was teaching recently, And then she spoke about a place in Beijing. I think it was the Great Wall of China. And immediately I just said, "Oh, I've been there, I've been there." And I just brought pop up the YouTube video because I had actually done a YouTube video about that place. And I brought it up and I showed her, "Oh, see, I've been there. I told you, I've been there." And she was like, "Oh, how many cities have you been to?" And I started listing. I said, "Oh, I've been to Beijing, I've been to Guangzhou, I've been to Zhuhai, I've been to Shenyang, I've been to where else? Henan." I mean, it was just like, oh wow, so cool. It was actually so cool for me too, because I've literally been to like 5 places. I think I should travel more. I should travel more. So I mean, it makes you to be confident in yourself. Like I mean, I'm sure there are so many internationals or so many Chinese people who probably have not even been to a lot of cities. I mean, I meet a lot of people here that I asked them, "Have you gone to this place?" They say no, they've only been to their own province. They don't travel. So I mean, if it's social media, leave me there. I will stay there forever because I'm like, I love social media. I love the fact that social media has really, really changed my life. So yeah, I'm happy. So let's talk about financial literacy, guys. Understanding financial literacy is very, very essential because it will help you to budget your trip. It will help you to know how to manage like expenses. It also help you to be able to exchange currency and find the best deals. This skill will just help you because I mean in China, I mean, you do not have access to your currency, right? And most times when you come to China, you need to actually convert currency from, I think you have to convert from maybe RMB to whichever currency that you want to convert to. So you have to now get contacts who help you, and you also need to be very, very careful, guys. You need to be careful because I remember like this person who this is his business. He helps to convert currency for people, and you just be hearing him saying that, "See, do not be careful with the kind of money you take." And I didn't understand why he used to say that because for me, I was like, "Oh, what does that even mean? Be careful with the kind of money that you take." But he used to say as if no, in China there's some kind of money that is like fake money because he was telling me of a story of one Nigerian guy who someone messaged him. I think someone messaged him on WeChat, or I don't even know which of his friend that messaged him and told him that, "Oh, there's this money I want you to receive, blah blah blah," and he sent him this huge amount of money, unknowing to the guy that someone else had already scammed I think it was an army man. Someone has scammed an army man a lot of money, about maybe 50,000 RMB, or was it 100,000 RMB, something like that, a lot of money. And then they did not know who the person is, but the person used his account to get that money. Do you understand? Say, "Oh, please help me receive this money," and the person sent the money to him. So it was like it was not him that was not in trouble, and he had been in prison. Now he has been in prison. So I used to tell people, you see this financial thing, like you need to just try your best to know how to even manage your expenses, because let's say now you're moving to the city now. I mean, city is more expensive than if you're living outside the city. So imagine that you do not know how to manage your money. Imagine that you are just a spender. You will just come to this China, and even though you are fully funded, you're on scholarship, you just realize that all your money will just finish. Okay, so when you are traveling, please plan your money. You're going abroad, so know how to manage your money, know how to save, oh, because you're not coming here and then there's somebody from, I don't know where you think this person will come from, that will give you money. The money is coming from the government, and if they are not the ones paying you, my dear, forget it. Nobody is going to help. If there's one thing I've noticed that, like, since I came to this country, is the fact that nobody's going to help you. Yeah. I know it sounds weird, but nobody's gonna be giving you money, except the money you get is from your family, yes, from your parents, and that's it. You are not coming here and expecting that you have like one lifesaver that will come and help you meet all your bills. I wish I can tell you that yes, people internationals here are nice, but that's a big lie, because internationals here, they also think of for themselves. Everybody's just looking out for themselves. So if you are coming here, you need to prep your mind. You need to know what you're coming to meet. Okay. I feel like this skill managing money and understanding the independence in coming to a country and how you need to be independent. I wish somebody really, really prepped me for this because so for someone like me who I know a lot about finance. I know a lot about finance. I've watched a lot of videos, Brand Tracy. I mean, there's so many mentors that I have that have actually taught me so much about finance. But I think when I still came here, I don't know, those knowledge I learned. I have to like relearn some things because I realized, okay, I was coming to this new place. There's so many things I had to teach myself. I had to learn how to be independent. I mean, I'm an independent person. No, I'm an independent person because I'm the firstborn, and you guys know most firstborns are very, very independent. So for me, I was thinking that, oh, I can navigate this. This is not such a big deal. Like I can come here, I can find my way. Everything will be good. Nah, nah. I'm telling you, like you come here and oh my god, it's hard to even be alone. It's hard. So money is very, very important. And for me that I didn't even because of kind of family I come from, I come from money like my family, we are good. It's not like we are like poor or anything. But still yeah, it's coming to China it was really expensive. If my family had to be the one to take care of me if I was coming to China, it would have been so difficult because it would have been so expensive for me coming here, paying my fees, and accommodation and everything. It's have been really, really expensive. So that's even one of the reasons I love the fact that China offers scholarship. If only they can allow us work. I mean, if they could allow us work, oh, I'd be so happy. But still, yet, I'm so grateful to be in China. Okay, so let's familiarize ourselves with also knowing how to understand how the locals think. You need to understand their behavior. You need to understand the good and the bad parts of these people so that you can be able to relate with them well. I mean, this skill is going to help you enhance your interaction and it actually show that you have respect. I mean, that's what I think. To show that you have respect. So let's talk about health awareness. Okay. So you want to try as much as possible to prioritize your health. When I came to China, there's something that my teacher always say. She used to say, do not be sick. She said, do not be sick. Because she talks about how when she came to Beijing and then when she goes to the hospital, and the line that it would take her when she's going to the hospital, and then she just be like, "Hi, nah, like nah." Even she's Chinese, so even she's Chinese, but yet even her, she'd be like, "Do not be sick." So prioritize your health during when you're traveling, guys. You know that there was COVID, okay, and I mean, these people, you have to know how to use that mask. Before COVID even happened, I saw some people wearing masks. Yes, I did. I remember one time I was going to church and I saw one of the international they were wearing masks. And I asked her, why are you wearing masks? Because me, I'm a new student. I did not understand like why somebody was wearing mask. I had never even seen before. Only the doctors, I normally see them wear masks. So I was asking her, why are you wearing masks? And then she was telling me, you don't know China, the air is not good. That was she saying that the air is not good. There's a lot of smoke, blah blah blah. I said, okay. So that was her own way of protecting herself. Another way I protect myself is I do not drink the water running from the tap. I don't know. I think there's some people who don't have a problem with that. They drink the water running from the tap, but me, I don't drink the water running from the tap. I have to go fetch water. That's what I drink because of my health. So you want to, that's why I think I don't really get sick because I'm very, very careful about what I put in my mouth, where I eat. There was even one time I went to eat in one place. I don't know what I even ate. God, the way I was purging after eating that thing. I even think that now I started teaching myself how to not buy food outside as much as possible. So you want to stay informed about some of this medication also. When I went to Shenyang, I mean Shenyang is very, very cold. I used to freeze. When I was in Shenyang, I used to freeze. And there was even a time I even felt sick because of the cold. The cold was too much. And I remember one girl when she came, she bought this drug for me I mean, I love that drug because the moment I took that drug, I felt so good. I felt okay. So I used to say like, Kai, if maybe maybe you just need to try as much as possible to get like knowledge about just how you can survive in this country in your life. About how you can survive in this country because it's not easy. Oh, it's not easy. Let me tell you, it's not easy. So prioritize your health. Health is wealth. So it's important for you to get even health insurance. Yeah, if you have CSC scholarship, which we can help you get. So if you want to get the CSC scholarship, message me on Instagram at official_Oma, or you can also check our website, omatravels.com, for like all the charges we have. Okay, so it's important for you to also like get health insurance. um for university scholarship, they don't used to have scholarship, they don't used to give like health insurance. You have to pay for this. Those of you that are asking me question, what are the things you need to pay for if you have university scholarship, if you have provincial scholarship? You don't need to, you are not going to be, they're not going to be here giving you um they're not going to be here giving you like money for that. I think it's like 1,000 RMB. It's not that much, so do not fear. So maybe like for minor illnesses, you can always visit like the clinics. But maybe if you have serious like sickness, then you need to go to the hospital. Some of them can cut out for foreigners, and they can even speak English. That's another beautiful thing about some of these hospitals. So the emergency number in China is 120 for medical emergency, and 119 for fire, and 110 for police. So you can always learn this. If you need to save them in your phone, you can save them to really help you. Okay. So like knowing like just the health aware, just get aware of this thing, because I don't even advise you to go to hospital. I don't advise you to go to hospital. Oh, hey God, I thank God for health. That's all I can say. Thank God for health. Okay, so let's talk about historical insight. So try to gain like historical insight into China's rich past. This is even something I'm learning now. I think you guys are learning about tea. We're also learning about some of the dynasty. There's the Tian dynasty, all this dynasty thing, teaching us about the king and how he how many wives he married, and even telling us of, oh, in the olden days sometimes there used to be this practice of if any king died, that maybe they'll bury the king with one of the slave. I mean, some of these things, these history things, they used to have it in my country, Nigeria. I'm so surprised that even China, they also have that thing. So it just helps you to understand China more. It helps you to even have more experience about China, to appreciate, appreciate their culture. So anytime you come here, just try your best to want to get familiar with these things. For me, one of the places the best place I love to go to is the museum. When I come to a place, I'll be like, oh, I'll go to the museum if I have, because museum is actually like cheap. I mean, that's where you can really go and read a lot about a particular place, about a particular country. So I like to go to the museum to learn more and everything. So yeah, you can also do this, guys. And you guys know that if you have any question, please leave in the comment section. I always like to answer questions directly on the videos than maybe you have to ask me the question privately. I don't know. I prefer that you ask me the question directly on the video so that sometimes I also do videos about some of your questions. So I will just answer all the questions according to that particular um video, right? So that's another thing that I love to do. So please, if you have any question, leave it down for me. I would answer them. Okay. Yeah. So what was I even saying? I was talking about the culture, right? So yeah, I try to go to the museum so that I can get familiar with the culture and everything. It just helped me to know about China more. So I advise that try to actually do this. I remember just coming to Shenyang. I always like talking about Shenyang because that's really where I really explored China. That's just the truth. This is where I explored China. So I always talk about Shenyang and everything. So that's just it. I'm gonna do a Q&A by the end of this video, guys. If you have questions, Let me, I'm already seeing your question, so I'll do it by the end of this video. Okay, let's talk about creative thinking. So, you would also try to like be creative. Or, I mean, foster creative thinking to enhance your travel experience, to approach challenges with an open mind, and to actually find innovative solutions. Like I told you guys, have a problem solving skill. This skill will help you to be able to enrich your adventure, maybe to lead to some new discovery. You have to try your best to be very, very creative. So for me, one of the things I love about myself is that I'm very, very creative. And these people, they love creativity. If you even look at their characters, how their characters are designed, the way they construct their characters, you will even be able to tell that these people are creative. Another thing about China is that they also love music, they love entertainment. I think that's another thing they like about me because I sing, right? So let's say you're a very creative person, you're an artist, you know how to sing. This is something that this is a skill that will really, really help you when you come to China if you're a creative person. So if you have this skill, that's very good. But if you don't have this skill, please try to brush it up because it will help. Get to know how to do things with your hands. I know a lot of people who think that China is just about buying and selling, but that's not the truth. If you're outside China, then yes, fine, that's good for you. You can do the whole buying and selling. But if you're inside China, I generally think that if you're inside China, the thing that you need to know how to do is know how to make your own things, know how to use your hands. These people are very, very creative. They literally create everything. China, they don't really buy things outside. They literally create everything here. So I just advise you try to be very, very creative. If you know how to sing, if you know how to make hair, guys, you'll be able to make a lot of money from these things. If you know how to barb hair, just find a lot of creative skills. To be honest, this could actually enhance your chances of making money here. It will help you to even make friends. A lot of people who have friends here is probably because of the creative things they can do. Maybe they can take pictures, they can dance, they can sing, so many things that they can do. So I just feel like just try your best to learn some of these things to really, really help. Okay. So in conclusion, as you prepare for your adventure in China, remember to master some of the skills, embrace the culture, connect with the locals, and make unforgettable memories. So here to a remarkable journey ahead. I was actually thinking that I'm going to like add more skills. Yes, let's see. I'll just add like Jara. Jara, let's talk about like digital payments. I don't know if I've talked about this, but once you get to China, I think I've talked about digital payment, but I just want to put more light to this. So once you get to China, try to open a bank account. Sometimes some of the schools they will help you to do this, but most times we use WeChat, Alipay to make quick payments. So you can always try to like open a bank account because sometimes if you want to order things online, like maybe you want to order things from Taba or JD or whatever, you have to connect the Alipay to your account and be able to order some of these things. So I think that I needed to like put this out there, and also you need to know how to manage Meituan. Meituan is an app that you can use to buy food, so you just need to be able to know how to like order Chinese food, so that when you come, maybe now if you come into China and then you want to find something to eat, you can be able to get the Meituan. So I feel just try to like search for apps. If you're coming here, that you need to download apps for learning Chinese, apps for ordering food, for ordering a place to stay. There's another app that you can use to order a place to stay. Let me check for that app because I remember when I resigned from my job, the office people they told me, "Oh yeah, you need to leave this place." And when I really went back to that, my friend, that girl really helped me. Oh. So I unfollowed her on Instagram because she wasn't following me. But to be honest, the girl really, really helped me because she was able to help me get a place, and she just showed me the apps. That's just she helped me to do. She said, "Oh, get this app and you can be able to use it." Okay, yeah, I think it's Tia, Tia, something like that. I don't know if you guys. It's actually like an app that you can be able to buy house very cheap. Maybe you can order a house per day, 70 yuan. And it's really helped me because I had not even gotten admission yet in the school, but I left that job and I was looking for a way to stay because I didn't want to stay in the hotel because I knew I was not going to stay for long. And some of those hotels are very, very expensive. So that's why it's good for you to buy some of these apps because the houses are very, very cheap. So I needed a place to stay for a week. So the moment I got a place to stay for a week, I was so happy. It really, really helped. 70, I think I was paying around 60 yuan per day for like 5 or 6 days. And that place was so beautiful. I mean, that place was so good. I wonder why I never literally stayed there. So getting familiar with all this app really, really help. Also getting familiar with the VPN to use will really, really help. What else? What else? The VPN that I'm currently using is, what VPN is this? It's proxy mode, right? Proxy mode. Wait, I need to be sure. I need to be sure the VPN I'm using. But there are so many VPNs you can actually get. I think the VPN that I'm using the VPN for my MacBook, which is Clash S. This VPN I'm using, the Clash S VPN for my MacBook, because Apple does not have a lot of good VPNs. I don't even know why. This Apple, they don't like to share. They don't like to share. So for me, I'm using Apple, and this VPN I'm using, I pay for it. Yeah, I even recently just renew my distance. So if you have any question, let me know. I don't know if I've actually spoke about everything that I want to talk about. I think I've talked about transportation. I think I've talked about digital payment. I might talk about digital payment and online shopping. I think I've talked about that. But if there's anything that maybe I probably have not added in this video, you can always like ask me and everything. So I'm going to go into the question and answer session. If you have questions about the skill that you need to know why you're coming to China, please let me know. Ask your question now. Okay. So this one is asking question about HSK. Though this question is not related to the video I'm shooting, but I mean, I will still answer. Do you think I can survive in China with HSK 3 level? Yes. HSK 3 level is very, very good. HSK 1 to 3 is basically it's teaching you how to communicate in Chinese. From 4, you need to now know how to perfect your writing. Um, sorry. Yeah. HSK 1 to 3 is teaching you how to communicate, how to speak Chinese and everything. So when you now start getting to 4, I think that's when everything gets hard and tricky. Yes, when you get to like 4, you have to like now know how to write, and so many things that you now need to know how to do. So I don't know if I answered your question, but yes, you can actually communicate in Chinese with HSK 3. So guys, let me answer some questions that I got. But if you have more any question, you can actually leave it down. I'll answer them. So I got some questions about immigrants, right? Like for immigrants who want to move to China based on just business. And recently I got this guy, he wants to come to China with business visa. And he was asking me like how can he come here? And I told him that okay, you know what? This is something we also do. Oma Travels can do this. We can help you to come to China. We can actually like get you all the documents. That's what we do. Get you all the documents from the company. As if we are coming to do like a business with the company. So we get you all the document, everything, and you just go to the immigration and apply for the visa. That's all. So this is something that we also do because there are some people they don't have maybe the invitation to come to China and they want to come to China with the business visa. I don't know if this is allowed, but I know that the company I partner with they do this. I don't know if it's allowed, like technical, but the company I partner with they do this. They get you the company that I mean it should be allowed because it's not illegal. It's not illegal. This company is inviting you to come to the country. So I doubt it's illegal. So recently today, he even like messaged me, okay, I'm ready to pay and for you to help me process everything. And I was like, okay, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know there are people who were looking for business visa, to be honest, or people that are finding it difficult getting business visa. But it's understandable because even me too. I remember when I was like stranded. I always used to go for student visa because the reason why I go for student visa is because I can get a longer time. Yeah, I'm looking at the longer time so that I can literally plan my life and everything. But apart from that, if you ask me questions like, should you apply for student visa compared to business visa? I'll say, see, based on your pocket. If you have the money, go for business visa. But if you do not have money, go for study visa because study visa comes with scholarship. At least while you are with the study visa, you can navigate, get a job, even like if you get a job, you can even like leave the whole the visa, right? Can get a job. So what visa do you guys think is the best visa to come to China? There's the study visa, there's the work visa, there's the business visa. What visa do you think? Because if you come into China with the business visa, you cannot actually switch to work visa with a business visa. You have to go back to your country. You have to go back to your country and apply. But if you come in with study visa, you can easily switch from study visa to work visa. That's the mistake a lot of people make when they were coming for this canton fair. A lot of Nigerians came into China with that canton fair thing, and they came into China with the hope that they will get a job and apply for visa and they will stay back in the country. And then when they reached out to me, I said that, and then I think that they reached out to me asking me question about it, and I told them no, you cannot switch from business visa to work visa. Even in Canada, I think recently they cancelled that thing. If you're coming to Canada with a visitor visa, you cannot switch from that visa to work visa. The only thing I can advise you to do, because I can understand why a lot of people want to come to China then try to look for jobs, because you cannot get a job easily from your country, especially if you don't have the app. The only advice I'll give to people is that, okay, just what the advice I'll give to you, just go when you get the job, go back to your country, prepare your documents and apply again for work visa. That's what I'll just advise people to do. Rather than coming to China with a business visa or a visitor visa and thinking that okay, yes, you can switch. No. So now I want to know, what is the top visa for you? Um, what is the top visa for you? Let me know. Okay, I think I'll just go into the questions. So I've already started answering some of the questions, but I'll just answer some more questions. Okay, I think I already answered this question in my video, but yeah, let me just answer this. What are the most important Mandarin phrases to learn before moving to China? I already told you guys three. I told you Do Tian, which is um how much is this? Ni hao, which is like hello, and there's also like another phrase. Which one again? I'm looking for the easy ones for you guys. Do Tian is easy, right? Do Tian should be easy. Ni hao is easy. Hello, that one should be easy. And you see someone say ni hao, ni hao. But let me tell you, in China, you don't greet ni hao in China. That was the first thing our Chinese teacher taught us. You greet ni shi ni chi how do they say that thing again? Ni chi fan lama, like have you eaten? Ni chi fan lama, do you understand? That's morning. It's Ashahao, good morning. And it's also good afternoon. And learn some of the basic greetings. You can also learn food. You can learn food for those of you that like to eat. Learn some basic food like um mian bao, um just a basic food in Chinese. You can learn tea, cha, cafe is coffee. Just little things about food and how to like say was Xian cafe, wo yao cafe, I want cafe, that's wo yao. I want noodles, wo yao. You can even mix English and Chinese because me that's sometimes that's what I used to do. When I forget some words in Chinese, I'll mix it. Wo yao yifu, gei wo yifu. Gei wo means give me. So yeah. So these are like little basic things. You can always check apps, to be honest. Check apps to help you like know some of these things. Okay. So let me go to another question. Chinese is difficult, I won't lie. But you can do it. Another question. How can I effectively learn Mandarin quickly? Are there specific apps or resources that you recommend? I recommended like Baidu Translate. There's also Pleco. The one I use most of the time is Baidu Translate, because it's very easy. Sometimes I even speak to it, hello, then it helps me to translate it. And then I just face the person who I want to talk to with the app and it just helps. So I think I would recommend Baidu Translate because even Baidu Translate is what I even use because I did my major in Chinese. So I remember like because some of my assignments I had to submit it in Chinese. So I have to like when I finish doing the assignment in English, I'll go on Google, type Bible translate, and then I'll be able to like translate translate it and sing. You can also try I think Google Translate. Yeah. But here I think I prefer the Bible translate and everything. So yeah, that's the app I recommend. There are so many apps, but this is the one I actually recommend because that's the one I use. I don't know the one other people use. Shao. Another question that I'm going to be asking: what are some common cultural misunderstandings that newcomers often face in China? That's a good question. I feel like the misunderstandings that newcomers often face is that in I think it's about the food. That's what I think because the way that they used to hype Chinese food on in my country like this, I was expecting when I come to China I would like fall in love with Chinese food. But when I came here, I mean like the food was just not it for me. The food was just not it for me. So I mean everybody is different though. Do not use my own for your own. So but I think one of the misunderstandings that I think is that about foreigners is that a lot of people think that Chinese are using them. I don't know how to explain it, but in a lot of people have this kind of mindset that oh these Chinese people they come to our country, they take from our country, they do this with our country, they do that with our country. But I feel like why I would never agree with this is that your country is the one that have allowed this. And I mean, China have a service that they want to provide for your country, and your country have said, okay, fine, give me this service. I want this service. So why are you like angry? Why are you like offended? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. So I think that's one of the things that a lot of people do that I would be like, I don't agree with this one. But another thing I don't like is in my country they'll be teaching Chinese language. I just need to be like, why is it that it is us that are teaching Chinese? I mean here English, it is the native speakers sometimes they will say they want to speak English to teach English. So in China, it should be the native that should be teaching Chinese. I mean, I'm saying everybody's mind, right? Anyway, guys, I'm really very tired. So I'll just answer one more question. Mm, I think this is very, very important. So let me answer this one question then. I'll go. So, what should I do in case of medical emergency while living in China? This is very, very important. I remember a story of one foreigner who actually literally died for almost 3 days in his room, and nobody knew that he died. I mean, so very, very annoying that you're living somewhere and something can easily happen to you. I think it's not just in China, a lot of foreigners go through this. So you have to be very, very careful. One of the things that I feel like my school is doing, for this is that every day they go around and they knock on everybody's room and making sure that at least you see the person, and if they've not heard from you for long or something, they will open that door. Do you understand? So for me, I feel like if you have any medical history or emergency, please quickly get all your kits, all your necessary medical kits. It's very important, very, very important, because you don't want, yes, you are leaving your country to this place for a better life. You don't want to come and lose your life. If you know you come here, the cold, like I told you of someone who came here, the cold was too much and then had to go back. Even during the COVID, a lot of people were going through that COVID situation and they went back home. Me, I didn't go back home because I felt like I was strong enough to stay. But there are some people who had to go home. But even people who went home, they still got the COVID at home. So I mean, sometimes it's not like it's funny, but the truth is that just make sure that you are prepared. Medically speaking, be prayerful. Prayer is very, very important. So prayerful, and with God, all things are like okay. Everything is possible. So, guys, we have come to the end of this video. Thank you all for watching to the end. Remember that if you have any question, you can always leave it down this video, or you can actually email me at info@omatravels.com, or you can check our website for our services www.omatravels.com, or you can even message me directly on Instagram at official underscore Oma, or at Oma Travels. Okay, there you even see most of my content. I try my best to post as much as possible, post every day. Yeah, do you know what the time is, guys? It is 2:30 a.m. and we're supposed to go somewhere tomorrow morning. I don't even know if I want to go, but let's see. I don't know if I want to go, but if I go, fine. If I don't go, fine. I'll see you guys. Thank you guys for joining me in this live video. I appreciate you guys for all the love and support and the growth. We're actually going to 4,000 subscribers, and I'm so grateful that you guys have joined me through this journey. I wouldn't have been able to do this on my own. Thank you. 谢谢你，再见。